Hello everyone. I was sitting in my garden and I thought I wanted to come out here and have a little chat, have a garden chat. The weather was beautiful today. The sun was out. The garden is magnificent. The air is crisp and clean and beautiful. The birds are chirping. So I thought, whoops, let's talk. I just stepped on some thyme. Mr. Brown put a bunch of thyme in between today. Whoops, stepped on some more. Gosh, you guys, I'm thinking about piggybacking a little bit on Deanna's post about comparison and also the speed in which our learners do things. I think many times, oh, look how pretty, you guys, come on. I can't believe that, like maybe 4 months ago, the garden was just destroyed when that big tree got pulled out and the patio had to get pulled up. It was a mess. And I cried. I cried a lot because it was really sad. But now it's back. Anyway, what I want to say, I should just make a video just about the garden, but I want you guys to see some things. Oh, and I have my chalkboard back here with my favorite quote. There are 3 things in human life that are important. The first is to be kind, the second is to be kind, and the third is to be kind. Henry James. And I bought some colored chalk. You know, I put the chalkboard up and it was up there for a couple of months and I just didn't really have the energy or the will to write something on there. And this week I'm getting it back. I got some mojo this week. See the thyme that Mr. Brown put in? I was really excited because he came up with that idea on his own, picked out the thyme and put it in, and that's usually not his jam. I usually get the idea and say, honey, can you go do this in the garden? Can you go do that? So I thought that was pretty cool. It's really pretty and it smells so nice. Now look at this tree right here. This is a bush. It started out as a little bush when we moved here. And now it's huge. And it smells so good and it's dropping all its little leaves and it attracts bees and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna find a place to, oh, the AC's cranking on. Let me pick a place to sit and share some thoughts I have about comparison and about time and how long things take. And this is a nice little place to sit. How long things take some time. And I wish you guys could all be a fly on the wall here. I share a lot of videos and I'm here to answer your questions, but things take a long, long time. Liliana, I posted about her this week in her writing. We've been working on writing for a long time. And her speed has been about average at Miss Brown's house. So when you guys see something, you might think like, oh, that just came to her naturally. Well, we've been working on that a long time. But if you just do a little bit each day, kind of like in the garden, when we moved into this house, it was just green grass. Green grass, that's all. And a patio. I should post a picture of what it looked like when we first moved in, but just a little bit at a time. My desire to have a beautiful garden and my vision for it made it reality. And this ties in, you guys, with your learner. And I know for a lot of you it's really hard because you're thinking like, I do not have the skills to do this. I don't have the patience. I don't have the time. Oh, well, what I want my child to be doing what that person's doing. They're not doing that. They're never going to do it. And, you know, it bears repeating. All of us, not just our learners, all of us, me and you and everybody, we're all on our own timeline and we bloom at our own pace. So my advice is, many of you are on track. You've built momentum with So Happy to Learn. You're doing well. And a lot of you I know are like, I don't even know where to start. There's too many videos. There's like, my child won't sit still, blah, 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 blah. And I get all that. I understand because I live it here all the time. When I get a new learner, it takes time. And I think the most important thing is to realize that everything dovetails into the whole child. Like, you might want them to be able to make their letters correctly, or hold a pencil correctly, or be articulate. And those are all things that I teach, that we teach in So Happy to Learn, through modeling and through persistent practice. Some days you're going to have good days, some days you're going to have bad days. And when those good little things happen, like Liliana this week, like, oh my gosh, she just, for the first time, she tried to write the names of 4 people that she loves instead of just scribbling it. You don't see on video all the times where she's like, I don't feel like doing this. You don't see where my learners are throwing stuff. You don't see why they're looking at me like, are you kidding, Miss Brown? But I'm calm and assertive and persistent, and each day, each session, we do a little bit more and we build on it. And like I've said before, it hit me maybe about, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, that my dharma in life, my path in life, was to teach parents to do this too. And I told you that's been a challenge for me. It's hard. It would just be easy just to teach these children and go, okay, good session, bye-bye. But my job is to bring out the best in every learner that comes, and to bring out the best in them, and to meet them where they're at, and to help them bloom. And it can take a long time, but we have to be patient. Like, look at these hydrangeas right here. That's like 4 years worth of growth right there. And I add a lot of new, each year I add a lot of new ones, but I don't know, just watching the growth, I can really liken it to our learners. And the things that bother us about our learners, like their behavior or their language or whatever, if you just work on it a little bit each time through modeling and not being stressed out, I promise you, you'll get results. And you can rejoice in what you see them doing, like, wow, that was amazing. That was amazing. And there's so many amazing things that happen in a day. Like, if you look at August's video that I posted about writing on the back in his math, that little boy was a tough cookie. He was a tough cookie and very smart. And he's like, you're not gonna force me into doing any kind of work, because I work on my own timeline. But I learned the psychology of August. And once I learned the psychology of him, which is different than Liliana or whatever, once you like learn what makes somebody tick and how to turn them on to be excited about learning, it's smooth. It's really smooth sailing from there on out, you know? So anyway, this is not a planned talk. I was just sitting out here and I thought, it's so pretty that I wanted to share and just talk. Anyway, I'm really happy you guys are here, and I'm happy that you've taken on the challenge of So Happy to Learn. I'm glad you're in the teaching group. I'm glad you're watching this video, because you guys got to watch the videos, and you've got to, it's ongoing. But you know what? Even if you don't watch the videos and you just do what's on the website, you're still going to have results. You are still going to have results. And that's the beautiful thing. Today, I was with Parker, and Parker, little 3-year-old now, she's getting ready to turn 4. She does have patience, and she does sit still pretty well, but she still gives me a hard time sometimes. But today I was noticing, like, wow, her language has exploded through learning how to read. She's more articulate. I can understand her words. When she came here, I didn't understand them, but it's a practice of it. And she, yeah. What else happened today? Rocco's learned so much patience, like patience of how to control himself and self-control, and not, he's still working on it, but just the little things that you see, like, wow, each session they just get better and better. And I have to be on my game, you know? I have to be have to be ready and focused. So when you're doing your session with your learner, don't feel like it's like, oh, we got to get this done. Say we get to do it. Here's a quick little story, and I'm going to end here because it's 10 minutes. And I like to keep them kind of low, but you know what? Old school, it's kind of nice to listen to somebody talk for a while, right? It's like we're having a conversation. Okay. I've said this, but I'm going to say it in a little story. I'm going to end with this little story. When I made some diet changes that really helped with my energy and my, it was a great diet. It's a great diet change. And I remember going for a hike a couple months ago, and I thought it was just going to be like a, like a short hike. But we had to take a different path than we usually go, and there's a lot of uphills. And in the past, I would have said, ugh, there's another hill. Oh, okay, I can't do it. Or, oh, this is gonna, ugh, I don't want to go up this hill. It's a big hill. And I caught myself without even thinking. I saw the hill, and I said, in my mind, I go, I get to go up that hill. I'm so excited. And I was like, did I just say that? What a shift, what a paradigm shift in my ways, And that's how I want you to look at your sessions with your child. That's how I want you to look at teaching your child, like, I get to do this. I get to teach my child how to read. I get to teach my child how to write. And wow, I get to teach my learner to be a happy learner. What more could I want? This is like gold. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end here, and let's talk about it. Let's discuss. All right, guys. Ta-ta and toodaloo.